Just drop right in there. Started our usual stance, feet shoulder width, feet parallel, toes pointing ahead at 12 o'clock. Knees and ankles slightly bent. Tailbone tucked in just a little bit. Shoulders nice and relaxed, arms just hanging from the sockets. Same with the neck and head, just nicely balanced, bobble head on shoulders. And just take a few long, thin, slow breaths deep into the belly. Morning, Chuck. Exhale, let's just allow our tensions to drift downward, bring our awareness to the bottom of our feet, soles of our feet touching the earth. Having a little gratitude for the earth, for gravity, holding us down, attaching us to these energies. Noticing standing a little bit more on the balls of our feet today, a little on the heels or to the side, one side or the other. Just notice. Wiggling toes a little bit, sure they're alive and awake with us today. Just set it in motion, just gently pouring our weight over one foot and the other. Noticing what that does, being aware, still the soles of our feet. How this motion might make us feel a little bit different. Feeling different pressure points light up. Getting a nice gentle massage. Massage to the lower back, say, just gently shifting side to side, just a little shift of position just helps to keep the muscles and tendons a little more supple, a little more relaxed. Just a little bit of squishiness. Imagine we feel as we pour on one side and then to the other. Squishing out all the water of a sponge. That empty leg so it soaks up the energies from the earth like sponge does water. Right, fluid dynamics continue up around the bones of the foot, flowing around the knuckles of the toes, around the Achilles. Flow, that inner ocean underway. Gently, kindly, bringing a healing energy from nature to the body. Allowing that to flow up around the ankles, deep into the ankle joints, to the calves, down every muscle fiber, and all the fascia bundles just gliding past one another. To that thick shin bone, maybe gently wearing away any tensions or any soreness, any bumps on our shin we may have done in the past 20 or 30 years. Sometimes these little knots stay with us without us being aware. Let's allow that inner ocean to rise a little further around the joints of the knees, deep behind the kneecaps, around the ligaments. Softening, relaxing, just giving a general permission to be at ease. Up around the thighs, thicker muscles, quads, hamstrings. Just allowing that inner ocean to flow in and around every cell, molecule. with it a kind permission to relax. Up into the hips, on the pelvis. All organs in that lower abdomen just gently cleansed, enjoying this flow and interruption. Breathe in that kind healing energy on the kidneys, spleen, stomach, liver, to that second gut brain we all have. Well, the microbiome being lit up, fresh, renewed, inviting that flow to continue up around the vertebra of the spine, on the discs, around the nerves and muscles supporting that spine, or on the ribs. Each individual rib can soften and relax. So breathe a little bit easier, breathes a little more comfortably. Up into the shoulders, deep behind the shoulder blades, muscles where we tend to hold all of our tensions. Start peeling those layers away, onion, just letting it drip down and down out through our roots. Maybe just dissipate away the air around us. Leaving behind this relaxation, this kind healing energy flowing down the arms, biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers, around every knuckle, cuticles, all discs, all deeply absorbing this kind natural healing energy. Smaller vertebra, back of the neck, erosion flow around the throat muscles, even pipe, up from the heart through the tongue, jaw, teeth, gums, all the muscles of the face, especially around the eyes, that focus, be busy all day. Giving permission to relax, unsqueeze all around the temples, crown. Head bones, even seeping into the brain itself, both lobes of the brain. It's relaxing, enjoying, bathing in this cranial ocean. All the worries, tensions, being carried away. Stepping forward to the left side, pause there for a moment. Slowly, gently turning, leading with the hips, turning in that direction to the left as well. Right heel comes gently off the ground and the arms are just hanging. No exertions, no tensions in the muscles. And dropping that right heel and heading back the other way. Turning the hips right. Just back and forth at your own pace. Just letting the arms just naturally swing. Without using any muscles in the arms, just like two ends of rope dangling from the ceiling. Finding your own pace that was comfortable for your body this morning. Maybe noticing the breath, enjoying that slight stirring on the insides, mingling with the breath. And that erosion carry a little bit further into our tissues. Noticing the yin, yang, and the turn, and twist, and the weight shift from one foot to the other. Body is a towel, bringing the towel and unringing it. Just turn. Noticing the heaviness, that standing leg, the roots going down to the earth. The lightness, mostly emptiness of that other leg. Notice how empty that leg might feel. 70% empty, 80%, 90%. Just noticing, not doing anything, no agendas. Enjoying this physical property of momentum along with the gravity. Hands maybe stretching the fingers as an arm swing. Along with the breath mingling with our inner ocean flow beginning to happen. It's also had some vibrations. The tapping the shoulders. Bounce right off. Striking the drum. Letting it ring through harmonics, mingling with the breath. That flowing inner ocean. A little lower the sides of the ribs, noticing what might be different about these vibrations. They might overlap with the previous ripples in our pond. On the sides of the wrist. Far inside, can we feel these vibrations? Up to the center of the chest, just below the collarbone. Bringing that gong, those vibrations radiate through. Permeate those tissues. The kind, gentle. Gently on the solar plexus. Worry about the kidneys with the back, the other hands, front and back. Still noticing the vibrations, noticing the breath. The lower abdomen and the tail. That swing gently to a rest. Back to our original Chi standing posture. Shoulders relaxed, head bobbleacious. Just being still for a few moments. Just doing seemingly nothing. Still on the outside, but there's motion on the inside. Notice it's kind of swirling. Feel warmth. Tingling. Just being aware of whatever sensations may be there that were not there before we started this. Lao Tzu says, in doing nothing, nothing is left undone. Snow globe we just shook up that are swirling and sinking. gently being tugged by gravity down to our feet. Bring our awareness back to our feet against the earth, our roots sinking down into the earth, just connecting with the energies, giving a communication throughout the day. Our roots sinking down, the lower body can feel a little heavier, strongly supported and connected. So the upper body is a little lighter. Just let that lightness, let it carry the arms up, just floating up. Hands are by our heads, just floating there, stretching the fingers a little bit. Turning, watching our hands, giving them a little gratitude. Just releasing to the gravity with a slight bend in the knees and ankles, right back up again. Not leaning too far forward, just more of a bend in the knees and ankles. A little higher, the elbows this time perhaps, till you find your 70% Tai Chi stretch threshold. At that point, notice gentle stretch all around the outer fabric. Wiggle the toes again, along with the fingers, and connection. Feeling the stretch along the left flank, right flank, pinky toes, pinky fingers. Raising the chin a little bit to feel that stretch up the front, tops of the feet, all the way through the chin. And the back as well. Heels of Achilles up around the calves, glutes, and then the rounded shoulders. Nice gentle stretch. Finding your own pace. Leaving a little space with that gentle stretch, and then allowing that motion to flow through with release. Again, a little doing, and a little non-doing. Wow. The next few, if you're comfortable with your balance, raise your heels, maybe reach off the ground or so. Stretch the fabric of the feet as well. Very good. So let's focus on the hips now for a few minutes. Just do some hip circles, just hands just gently resting on the hips. Drawing that circle slowly, horizontally above the ground. The head fairly central, centered between the feet. Just noticing the journey around the equator, around this circumference. Or clock face, we feel it each 5-minute interval. Notice a little soreness, perhaps. We're just aware of that soreness and surrounded with a little kindness, a little flow. Then move right away. Noticing the ankles. Pressure points, bottom of our feet. They follow this circle. Pause, go the other direction. It's the same, but it might be different this way around. A little bit more tugging on the hamstring this way around. Just notice, being curious, not doing anything about it. Noticing the gentle angle, the shoulders as we draw the circle. Muscles around the neck relaxed. The knees, left knee today. Is that all right? A little rotation, a little flexing. Pause. Let's just let our hands droop by our sides and then go back the other way. Just notice how this might feel same or different. More attention being drawn to one place or another. We'll pause again and back the other way. Keep breathing, palms facing up in front of us, breathing in, just rise on the toes, hands out, lower on our heels and exhale. It's a nice deep breath. Don't want to hold the breath in the upper chest area. That'll throw our balance up. So a nice deep breath into the center. In. Out. Time. Firmly rooted to the earth. Muscles, lower body relaxed. We will work on our wrists, hands, arms, just flicking the fingers forward. Top of the hands up and down. Letting those wrists loose, out of sync. Side. Swinging the fingers down, flinging water to the edges, fingers. Fist circles, soft fists, not gripping too tightly. Really working that wrist. With the hip circles, wrist circles, actually top face as well. Feel around. The palm side of the joint, side of the joint. Feel the flexing in the forearms. Forearm bones just being realigned. Finger circles, pivoting at the elbow, still flexing at the wrists, spreading the fingers. Our roots, earth, no exertions in our lower body muscles. Back the other way. Just like the structural integrity of our bones, just hold us upright without much work. Muscles. Stretch. Stretch. Flow in and around. See the thumbs, a little wiggle. Index fingers along with the thumbs, awareness down there, eating chi, the flow. Middle fingers stretch. Loose. Ring fingers. Pinkies as well. So all 10 fingers lighting up little flashlights, lightsabers. Turning the head and notice how our tension in our shoulders, or how far deeply we can feel just this simple motions. Just gently turn the head to look over your left shoulder. Not too far, not stretching, just as far as is comfortable. Slowly back to center. Right. Shoulder. Snap left and the right, enjoying the journey along the way. Noticing what muscles might be used in this simple motion. The inside might be able to feel. Feel the shoulder blades, spine, muscles around the chin. On the vertical axis, dropping the chin, chest. Then noticing the muscles, the tensions, feel them to our fingers. Gently, slowly work those tensions away. And lifting the chin just slightly above horizontal. I want to crunch the small vertebra on the back. Again, enjoying the journey along the way. As the head hangs, feel the weight of the brain all the way down the spine, all the way down the legs to the heels. Dropping the left ear towards the left shoulder. Different. Feeling it down in the fingertips. Around the shoulder blades. Gently saying below, easing those tensions, giving them a little bit of a nudge, but surrounding them with this kind, healing energy, like a cushion around whatever soreness, pain you might be feeling. Just easing. Just breathing. Work on the shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades forward, slightly bending at the knees and ankles, drawing up those energies. It's a big shoulder roll, full body, releasing down through the roots again. Drawing up that water from the well, releasing it back. Crown. Carrying tensions, whatever the body doesn't need, back down through the roots. Your hello, good morning. All the energies, plants, most of the earth back there. Some breathing, so breathe straight up into our shoulders, beneath our feet. Hold it up tight, getting with an exhale, just letting it release down around the shoulders, chest, belly, hips, the legs, feet, out through the ribs. So again, up, holding it up and tight, turning over that honey jar, and then drip down slowly with the exhale. Honey finding all the impurities, murkiness, cloudiness we don't need in the body, clearing it out all the way down through the roots. To our palms in 6 directions, stretch. Still with that shoulder width, standing posture, bend knees. Step 1 is the hands float up. Step 2, slow down to the sides. 3, turning the thumbs forward and down, palms face behind us. Press. Line number 4, just gently stretch it across the chest. 5, back to the knee. 6, unleaning the towel, palms facing forward, arms floating in. 7, 8, palms turn up to the sky along with the gaze. 9, gaze returns to the front as the hands turn, float into the chest. 10, knees straighten as the hands drop. 11, 12. A couple more times, a little lighter each time. So let's do like 50% helium-filled bodies. Letting the arms just float over to the balloons. Just floating to the outside. Just turning, fix the mind, press. Back. Spiral. It's floating in. Almost. Back. Float in. Float down. Stable. Gently press it behind. Some more. 5%. And then 75% helium. Press. Words. 5. Let's take a 10-15 second break. Just sip of water. Ask any questions, concerns. Or wispy breathing. Really have breath deep into the belly. Spinal cord breathing now, so palms facing outward, shoulders, chin slightly raised, tailbone slightly pointing out, just gently, just opening those vertebrae, distant spine, front, and just reversing the curves. Up our chin, tailbone tucks in slightly as the arms float around, forearms are parallel in front. Fingertips drooping down towards the heart, chin down in the chest. Still feeling our roots rise again. First position, chin slightly raised, shoulder blades sliding together in the back. And you're on your own to explore, just alternating between those two postures, listening to the body, sensing what it is. Tilt the head a little one way or the other, spreading the fingers as the chin rises. Don't pick the pattern to breath, air, breathing. If the pattern is established, that's fine as well. It just happens naturally. pulling a little in and lower or closed, stretching the back, and then opening up to the front, welcoming the heavens. The lower posture with a pause there. So the arms drift down slowly by your sides, straightening from the roots up. The head, the chin, you come off the chest and the head down to the shoulders. Last, maybe feeling that heaviness down into the belly. Now let's do a little dragon legs and tail. This time gently flexing the spine left to right. Enjoying the stretch along the outer flank. Always pausing in center. We'll begin our next stretch. So every stretch feels brand new. A new moment. Each moment along the way as well. But an upward stretch too. It's almost like a motion of a slinking going down the stairs. So upward motion, settling in the center, up and over to the other side. Add more of a 360-degree kind of stretch. So just pause in the center for a moment. Now it's almost as if someone's tugging into your fingers, just gently. So as we turn to the side, and hands pulse outwards. And we come back to the center, pulsing outwards. Spread the fingers as we're pulsing as well. Just exploring the different sensations bring along. Just firmly connected to the earth. Back at center, pausing there. And the hands float up to the heart. Just stopping for just a moment, just enjoying this nice 50-50 balanced position. Only on the outside, hands, fingers pressed against each other, communicating that way. But also inside, feel the balance of our lungs as the breath comes and goes. Balance of our hips, knees, ankles, feet. Gentle spring. Those arms float up and out to the sides. Fountain stretch. As they drift down and reach horizontal, bending again in the knees and ankles just slightly. As the wrists cross at the midline without leaning too far forward. It's drawing up those energies from the earth and spreading them to the water fountain, letting those droplets spread wherever they may fly, wherever they may land. You're on your own. That's all the choreography there is. It's just up to you, up to the body to tell you which way it likes to stretch. So we'll listen, communicate, understanding. Oh, stretching this way today, really good. Soreness in my shoulders today, so not stretch them as much. My awareness. Flash. Um, and strip it down. Sides. Moment, and let them float back up again, palms facing each other, above the head, up in the mists, the clouds. Those clouds, it's natural healing energy. Same as with that inner ocean. Now we can imagine ourselves, our favorite place in nature, spot in the garden, favorite hiking path, sitting on our favorite beach, top of the mountain. Bring that feeling down over the body, let it stand. Let it permeate the fingers, hands, wrists, as well as the scalp. Slow, rain, every single molecule being touched and refreshed, renewed, synapses cleared away, blood vessels flowing freely, just every blood cell touched and renewed. Just and further down around the vertebrae, the neck, shoulders, just leaving behind this kindness, this optimism, this healing energy from nature. Whatever form resonates most with you. At the same time, filtering out what the body doesn't need. Lungs, belly, hips, legs, tiredness, murkiness, cloudiness, just cleansed away and left down through the roots, deep into the. So a couple more times at your own pace. Whatever imagery resonates with. Just be a color. Purple, white, and gold. Stretch you. Those cells behind, rejuvenated, renewed. Cell, lungs, heart, belly, even what we don't need down to our limbs. Pause along the way if there's an area that needs a little special attention. Shake it out. Let's continue with the 8 brocades. Get all 8 of them done in 6-week course. But I'll try to introduce 1 or 2 new ones today. So, in arms, tree hugging position. The first one is supporting the sky. So inhale, hands float up, knees are slightly bent, palms turned up towards the sky, just as flat as you can, moving to a stretch. And with an exhale, pushing down on the feet and up with the hands. Inhaling again. Exhale. Inhale. Up again. Bottom of the feet, press against the earth as well. Right. Press Open there for just a moment. And that chi flow between fingers, between cells of the fingers, or the arms, chest. Just turn, face it down, float down. Next is drawing a bow. So let's go back to our original posture. Left hand come in, grab the string. Right hand pressing against the wooden part of the bow. Pushing and pulling at the same time, pushing with our feet into the earth at the same time. Again, the theraband all the way around us. Inhale, exhale. Right hand comes in and grabs the string and goes out, pushing against the bow. Exhale. Inhale. Just hold it straight. It's nice and gentle. Devotion. Stay. Release. All breaths, energy, healing energy, just flow through, permeate every cell of the body. Palms turn down, down, rest. Pressing heaven and earth. Start again. Left palm turn upwards above that left shoulder, right palm downward just above the hip. At the exhale, press up and down. Inhale, arms going to form that circle just for a brief moment, just pass each other. Then the feet are involved, so pressing against the earth. Exhaling on downward motion. Inhale. Each palm. All movement. Those breaths with that iteration go through and go chi kind of in the heavens. This one is turning to gazing at the moon like a cow. Here to start with. Again, on the exhale, turn at the hips first, shoulders, head, then the thumbs frame, just where the gaze is, doesn't have to be straight behind us, just as far as is comfortable. Inhaling, back in, circle. Exhaling, go silent. Stretch, bring the eyeballs, gaze in the hands. And gentle on a turn, we're trying to just be gentle on our spine, so just even maybe a 50%, 40%. Turn here with the shape, she shows up, very own star, and so natural healing energy just for us. Rest. This one is lowering the head in the heart. So we're going to pour all the way over to one side, let's say the left side. We're going to lean upper body to the right. So right arm goes nice and heavy, hanging down. Left arm comes over the top. Still leaning that way, stretching the other. That top hand down midline. The exhale. One way, exhale. Well as fall, breath. Down. So the new one for today is clenching the fists. So we're gonna make fists, but we're gonna have the thumb tucked in, bend the fingers around. Right? Hands are just hanging naturally right about belly button height, right about the hips. And we're gonna move slightly in front of the body. It's not down to the sides. And the motion is, I'll just demonstrate this first time. One fist comes out to punch, and the other fist comes back. Turns, faces down, and outward punch, faces up. Motion, still a full body stretch, right? So let's begin, beginning. Fists batting our thumbs, it's soft. Two body. So, inhale. Exhale. Pressing against the earth at the same time, full body stretch. Inhale. Roll, ball, just welcoming that kind of healing energy from nature, creating all the way from this flow through the arms, finding all those spaces, making it less dense, floating in the lungs, heart, chest, and circulation, this kind of healing energy. Palms go down, float. Last one we're going to do today is different from the others. It's the one we end with usually, so I'm just skip it more complicated. We'll do 7. This is shaking to ward off illness. Inhale, and with the exhale, jiggling the body, moving around. This one is continuous. In. How if you want to take deep breaths and just start walking around a little bit, shaking things as well. Very good. Come back. Standing postures, chi ball one last time. Maybe after all that jiggling, feel a little bit more tingling, a little flow of chi between the cells and molecules. Taking away what the body doesn't need to leave behind. Just fresh, clean, kind, healing energy. Let's take a little break, get some water. So that was 7 of the 8 brocades. Today's Tai Chi element, going to do brush knee twist step, which is a more complicated 7 steps altogether. Yeah. Lead you through it step by step. So let's get into our bow stance. So 4 to your left, you go the right toe out, or to the right, then step straight forward with the left. Nice moderate stride, keeping your shoulder width, pouring back and forth. So you're comfortable with 70% of your weight on that front foot with the knee right above the ball of the foot. Getting close to 100% of the back, still be right over. So let's pour a little bit. Just the stride, feels uncomfortable at all. Just make sure you have the width. All right, so let's pour forward 70%. And then that left hand is going to come around a half horseshoe position. A little air under the armpits there. The other hand comes up in that push gesture. Push and draw. Just right in front of the shoulder. Relax the shoulders, relax in the hands. Step 1, pour forward 100%. Left foot, bring that right toe back, tap right next to the left. Bring that right foot back to where it was. Empty step, don't pull back into it yet. It's empty. Then step 3, pour our weight into it. Down. 4, turn hips towards the front right corner. And at the same time, this comes out. This thing comes up, going past the sparrow's tail, except palm in front of the heart is facing down. Instead of The leg comes with us. And for this next step, number 5, 3 things are going to happen. So this hand's going to drop towards the opposite hip. This elbow drops, the wrist flops towards us. This foot takes an empty step. Reversal. 2 things, elbow drop, wrist flop, hand to hip, and empty step. So flat on the ground, on the weight. Again, one more time. And step 5, it's happening. Step 6 is we pour forward 70%, rush across the knee. 7, we're going to turn the hip straight forward, push. We're back to the original stance. You lost your width there somehow. Your width, right? And it helps sometimes to pretend you're standing on stones. No moss or water or anything, nice firm stones on a brook, so you don't want to step off the stones. Okay? So pouring forward. 1, 2 is an empty step back right on that stone. Pouring into it again. 3, pour into it as the hands drop. 4 is the hips turn, leg comes with us, arms swing like a pendulum. So the palm in front of the heart there is facing down. Relax, so not too straight, the elbow, just a little bend there. Step 5, there's 3 things happen. Elbow drop, wrist flop, and the hip, empty step. 5, 6, brushing across the knee. 7 is the turn. Feet flat on the ground. Let's try that. Step 1, tap. 2, step back. 3, pouring back 100% down. 4, turning the hips, hands float up with that turn, almost the momentum of the turn. Leg come along, wings rise. Step 5, step into hip, drop this flop, not pouring forward yet. Step 6 is where you pour forward to 70%, push across the knee. 7 is the turn. Good. Yeah, make sure you have your width staying on those stones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knees up, back with us. 5, empty step, hand to hip, elbow drop, wrist flop. 7, brush that obnoxious bar away from the crotch. And 7. Keep those ones. Maybe shorten the stride a little bit, perhaps. All right. Yeah. 1, 2, step. Pouring our weight on again. 3. Now down. 4. Turn. And slow down. So once the elbow drop and the wrist flop, so the hand is going to stay at the same height. It's not, the elbow's going to drop and springs the hand. The hand just naturally drops down. And then the end just well, a weight on again. Going forward, push your weight dog, and push. It's just in the turn of the hips. All right, let's do it a few times in a row. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Down, hard. 5, 3 things happening at once. 3 things. 6. 1, 2, 3. Step and wave into it again. 6, now pouring weight into it. 7, turn. One more time, and half horseshoe, little hair under that armpit. 1, 2, 3. Step. Post. 6. Check that out. What's that? Now this is, now we have to do it with the other foot forward. Right, the other way. So find your shoulder width, right foot forward this time. Right hand now is going to have a horseshoe, left hand comes up. Facing forward. Forward, 1, tap. 2, empty step back, finding our width again. 3, arms drop as before into it. 4, turning the hips to the left. Right foot comes with us to tap the toe. Facing down, this upper palm faces forward. 5, the 3 things are happening, empty step. Hand drops opposite hip, the elbow drops, wrist flops. 6, pouring forward, 70%, 7. Both hands again, so 1 foot in front of the other. Your right foot. Right. Mirror. 1, 2, 3. Down. 4 is the turns, the hands drift back up again, and that leg comes with us to tap the toe. 5, 3 things happen, so the elbow drops, wrist flops, hand to hip, empty step. 6, wave it on. 7, turn. Let's start over at the top. Shake it out a little bit. Right foot forward, bow stance. Forward. 2, empty step, not pouring into it yet. 3, pouring into it. 4, turn. 5, so this elbow drops, wrist flops, hand to hip, empty step, making sure you have the width, not just right here, too tight. Stay all your weight in that left leg. It's an empty step. Heel on the ground too, so foot flat on the ground. Going forward, 6, turn, push. That's what's over. Just kill somebody. Good, time. All right, time enough for our cool down. Soft fists. Rubbing of kidneys. Belly. Happen. Belly. Down to the kidneys. Down the outside of the legs. Up the inside. We'll go 3 times right. Up the back as far as you can tap. Get up at the top, back. Basic skull. Just tapping, tapping head massage. All around the crown. Forehead. Cheeks. Jaw. Gently tapping down the throat. Up one arm, up one nose. Switch. Heart. Tapping down midline, belly. Something. Feeling those vibrations up through the bones, rounding ourselves. Finishing off the trilogy, gathering those energies from the heavens, smoothing them out through the body. Releasing through our roots, earth, drawing up fresh earth energy. Up to the crown, down, belly. Pausing maybe for a moment to deep breaths.